Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing this day? Today is May 3rd, I believe it is. Yeah, May 3rd. And I just want to know how everyone's doing. Today's our day when we go back to the ghost story times of all that is here, all that is near. I believe today's story should be most excellent, since Garçon has promised me that it will be, and I paid him $20. So I wish for every. Whoa, that was quick. Hey, wait, I didn't even get to pick a story. What the fuck? Okay, people, I will be right back. Itanaka. Let's begin by going through the door. Hey, alright, Garçon, you did a good job now. Alright, Garçon. I hope today's dish would be good for a good appetizer for all people out there. Something not too mild, something not too hot, something just right. So, to everyone out there, today's first story that we will be reading is First Day of School. That just brings back a memory. Like, you remember all those first time when you first had school, and it just makes you want to go, I don't want to go to school, it's too scary. Or, I really think I'll make any new friends there. Oh, don't worry, sweetie, you will. All that stuff. Oh, I hope it's not like this in this book, in this story. So, for all you out there, all you gotta do is just sit back and relax and listen to the story. She was a brand new history teacher to the school and had been preparing her first lesson in her mind for weeks. This was her very first teaching job, and she wanted it to go extremely well. The night before class began, she couldn't eat, and tossed and turned restlessly all night. Up early, she was in her new classroom, sweeping the floor, tidying the desks, and putting up welcome signs just after dawn. She knows these are finally. The first bell rang, and her very first class came, rushing in through the door. They were eager and lively, full of high spirits. She felt her heart lift at the sight of their fresh faces as soon as the lively dialogue between teacher and a new student was established. They liked her, she could tell, and they were smart too. She tossed review questions lightly at them to see how much information they retained from the previous grades, and they were prompt to answer, and most of the answers were correct. One particular lad, sitting in one of the front desks, was particularly knowledgeable about history. One of my worst standards, I am not afraid to admit that. She was impressed by his answer, and more impressed by the fact that he did not push himself forward as the class knew it all. He answered quickly and quietly, and let others take their turns. He had bright blue eyes and curly dark hair, and his smile was impish. Ah, dang, it sounds so like me, except I have brown eyes, not blue. Dang. Oh well. He smiled a lot, soaking in information like a sponge. A sponge student. How original. Not very original in that take, but hey, we'll deal with it. The teacher smiled at him and tossed out another history question, seemingly at random, which he answered promptly after a pause indicated no one else knew how to respond. I don't know why the one on the far right is winking. I don't know why. At that moment, the bell rang. The teacher smiled as she heard it. Her very first class of her very first day as a teacher has been a complete success. Then, to her surprise, the curly-haired boy in the front row got up promptly from his seat and hurried towards the door of the classroom without waiting for her to dismiss the class. I remember doing that when I was younger. If it was lunchtime, recess, or any time, I wanted to get out of class as soon as possible. That seemed strange, after his polite behavior during the class. She opened her mouth to reprimand him and then gasped as he walked straight through the wall beside the door and vanished. Dun, 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 dun. It's the ghost. The teacher felt her eyes widen and her mouth got as her mouth go dry in shock. Around her, the live students that slammed in shock and fear. Did you see? Shrieked one of the girls. Did you see? He went through the wall. A ghost! He was a ghost, the boy sitting next to the ghost. Ghost shouted, banging the desk in his agitation. What could it mean? There was a pandemonium in the room for about 5 minutes while the students from the first class were slaying in excitement and fear, while the students filling in for the next class tried to figure out what was going on. The teacher sat on the edge of her desk, feeling faint and dizzy. It wasn't until a student brought her a drink of water that she recovered herself enough to dismiss the first class and welcome in the second. The new teacher found out over lunch while with her colleagues that the school building had a reputation for being haunted by the ghost of a student who had died too young. Oh, that's not nice. I feel sorry. Footsteps were heard after hours. Janitors reported the sound of children running out laughing inside darkness in darkened classrooms, and sometimes an invisible presence rushing down the empty hallways. But she was the first teacher to see a ghost student in her classroom. None of the other teachers have ever seen it. The new teacher exited the school after her first day and thought in a thoughtful mood. So this was teaching. Eager student, diligent student, funny students, and one ghost. I wonder what day 2 will be, she asked aloud and then shrugged and went home for her dinner. Oh shit. Yes, what you heard me humming, if you did hear me humming, I was actually humming the Kaidan Restaurant Ura theme. Yeah. But holy shit, this is our very first number. We've usually gone into the freaking 10s or 20s, or I think maybe a 30. But this is our very first 88. We've never gone that high. This is a special occasion for the whole first day of school. Oh, goddammit. First day of school, first highest number. No! No! Get the frick away from me! 88, huh? Probably 100. Oh yeah, that's right. I spent all my coins. I was trying to figure out, wait a minute. Why do I only have 0 coins? But now thinking about it, I'm trying to think, was it a smart idea or was it a bad idea? I mean, I don't have more coins. I gotta get some coins back. But hey, we're not here to talk about coins. We're here for the ghost storytelling. For the first one, I gave it a good old rep. Huh? Uh, Wait a minute. For completing one. Oh, wow! I didn't think it was already time for that. Okay, what just happened was we usually get a story where we read 3 of them, or 2. You mostly only see 2 if the story has already been read. Because sometimes this thing will actually go like, if we pick 3, and one below will be like 6, 7, and 8, like that. But mostly we read 2, and 2 will lead into like 5, 6, and 7. But for this is a special occasion. We actually got the high number story, which means we actually read a story so good enough that we actually got a chance to earn it. And I believe this coin, if you use it right, what the hell is that? Oh. If we use it right, we can get a secret item in this area. Now, I'm gonna be constantly reloading and save states. You know, just be safe. What is it? Those states F1. Okay. Alright. And I believe it's a special one that you can only get with this one. And sometimes you have like a 1 chance of actually getting it. And I actually would like to get it. Because I know what this one is. If I'm able to get it, we're keeping it. But if something, nope. Oh, you're gonna keep saying. I said no. Back out. Come back in. No. That is not what we want. No, that's not it either. It mostly has something to do with the story that we read. The story we read was about a teacher. So what we need to look for is something that reminds us of one. So, oh yes, old nuns. Oh yes, old nuns. That reminds us of the teacher. Yeah, right. Now, it's a secret character. Wait, can we change it? It's a secret character that no one can get used. Like, bingo! That's it. That's it. Right there. Right there. Let's see, where is he? Where is he? Where I got it? Ah, here we go. Ghostly Shadow of Modern Students. It's the exact same thing. Remember from the story, a young boy died young, but his ghost still lingers inside the school. This story is based off an old Japanese story of a young boy who died, but his shadow's imprint was still left inside his house. For centuries, the boy still wandered his home asking for help, and no one could hear him. The only thing his mother and father and his sister could see was just this odd shaped shadow of their boy. For for this case, it's mostly about a boy being trapped inside school. But I'm not picky about some of these things. I'm just happy we got that thing. Oh my god. I did not think we'd be able to get that lucky and get it. I didn't think we'd get that lucky and get one of those that early in the game. Well, it's not early. This is part 10. So it's kind of not early. That's late. Late as hell. But you know, it's early. I see you. Come here. But all thanks to that. It's been fun, everyone. But I will see you later. Let's leave it off with one more thing of this guy disappearing. See what I think we can do something with him. Nope. Eyeball. Eyeball. It's been real. See you.